The Thompson family, consisting of Mark, Sarah, and their young daughter Emma, decided to move to a quaint countryside house, eager for a fresh start. The charming exterior and spacious rooms seemed perfect for their small family. Little did they know, the shadows that lurked within those walls would soon unravel a sinister tale. From the first night, subtle signs of something unnatural manifested. The creaks and groans of the old house echoed louder than expected. Mark dismissed them as the typical noises of an aging structure, trying to reassure his family. But Sarah couldn't shake the uneasy feeling that lingered in the air. One evening, after tucking Emma into bed, Sarah noticed a flickering candle in the hallway. She approached cautiously, feeling a chill in the air that wasn't there before. As she reached out to steady the flame, a cold gust swept through the corridor, extinguishing the candle. The sudden darkness plunged the house into an eerie silence that made Sarah's heart race. Days turned into nights, and the strange occurrences escalated. Emma began talking to an imaginary friend named Emily, describing her as a girl with pale skin and hollow eyes. Mark and Sarah grew increasingly concerned as Emma's behavior shifted, her once cheerful demeanor replaced by a distant and solemn gaze. One night, as Mark and Sarah lay in bed, whispers filled the room, barely audible but undeniably present. The couple exchanged uneasy glances, both sensing an otherworldly presence closing in. The temperature plummeted, and the walls seemed to breathe with a life of their own. Desperate for answers, Sarah sought out the local lore and discovered a dark history surrounding their new home. A previous owner had been involved in occult practices, leaving a lingering malevolence that tormented those who dared to inhabit the space. Fearing for their daughter's safety, Sarah convinced Mark to seek help from the church. Father Thomas, an elderly priest with a wealth of experience in dealing with the supernatural, arrived at the Thompson residence. He immediately sensed the malevolent force that had taken residence within the house. With solemn determination, he began a ritual to cleanse the home of its dark energy. As Father Thomas chanted incantations, the air crackled with an unnatural energy. Shadows danced on the walls, and distant whispers turned into anguished cries. Doors slammed shut, and the temperature fluctuated wildly. Emma's voice joined the cacophony, echoing with an eerie resonance. In the midst of the chaos, the family huddled together, their fear palpable. Father Thomas pressed on, his prayers growing louder and more fervent. The entity resisted, fighting against the divine intervention, but the priest's unwavering faith proved to be a formidable weapon. As the climax of the ritual approached, a blinding light engulfed the house. The malevolent force recoiled, its whispers replaced by agonized screams. Father Thomas recited a final prayer, banishing the dark presence from the Thompson home. When the light subsided, the air felt lighter, and the once haunted house now exuded a sense of peace. Exhausted but grateful, the Thompson family thanked Father Thomas for saving them from the clutches of the supernatural. In the aftermath, as they rebuilt their lives in the now cleansed house, the memories of the haunting lingered. But the Thompsons had learned that sometimes, in the face of darkness, faith and courage could be powerful allies. They slept soundly once more, free from the spectral terrors that had plagued them, and grateful for the priest who had brought light to the shadows.